Hey guys, what's going on? It's a Block Bull right about now, bringing you the latest episode to the channel now. We'll dive right into it, but before we do so, these are the crypto bubbles. The landscape in crypto is looking very bloody right now on the 24 hours. XCN, however, despite the slight retrace in price action, XCN is still up 8.1% over the previous 24 hours. So we're doing okay, guys. Okay, if you are in Onyxcoin, that is. Now, the major news which is breaking, which broke yesterday, was this massive green candle here. We saw a big pump here. So this was a sort of roaring price action for the Trump meme coin, as you will. So you can see here, this is on the daily. Look at that. Trumpcoin, the Trump meme coin, rallied up 78, 79% in yesterday's news. And we are seeing a little bit of a retracement now. So the thing is, guys, the trends are these are all reversal trends right now. So despite the fact that we are seeing retracements and red crypto bubbles, I would say from this sort of point here, 19th of April, we are seeing the bottoms of crypto in now. So we are seeing slight retracements in the markets, and we'll take a look at some of these other crypto coins as well. Some are down pretty big. Yeah, Trump's down 9.5%. But again, this is only a small window. This is only showing us in the past sort of 24 hours. Like, it was only yesterday that Trump had rallied up and closed out with almost 78, 79% return on investment there. So, you know what? We're not doing too bad, guys. Yeah, it looks worse than it actually is at this moment in time. So, the reversals are in, guys. The reversals are going in, so there's plenty of liquidity in the market, and I like to see some volatility, even if the price action is going up and down. I know the market makers are working the exchanges, and manipulating prices, and that's what we want to see, because the only way we're going to make any money in these markets is if institutional market makers are going to pump our bags. Okay, regardless of what people think about retail, buying up, say for example, like XRP, retail just do not move the markets at all. So that is Trump coin. So this is good stuff. Now this is great news that the Trump coin, for example, is moving in the correct direction, because obviously this is highly manipulated. Yeah, insiders know what's going on, so this is just a clear signal. So could this be a clear sort of leading indicator that the markets are going to start picking up now? Who's to know? We'll soon find out. Anyhow, let's dive over to XN as well, down around sort of 3.9% if we round it up slightly. So we've had the bull pennant, self-explanatory. You see there, we've got the 200-day institutional moving average there. We've got a clean bounce out of there. And we've also got the smart money concepts as well coming up here. So at this moment in time, we've had a few rejections on Onyxcoin. You can see the wicks up into the equilibrium. So that's basically sort of fair value for XN at this moment in time. Okay, so we've had that one wick there. We've had another wick there. And we've had this other wick. So this is being used as a sort of order block at the moment. So this is our first sort of hurdle. It's only a small hurdle, mind you. I do believe we will get back up. But right now, all XCN Onyxcoin is doing now. So do you guys want to take your crypto investing journey to the next level? Well, consider joining the crypto Discord here. The link is down below, theblockbulls.com. We are building a like-minded community now. So this is a brotherhood going forward as we look to build generational wealth in this crypto cycle. So if you guys want to be a part of that journey, then make sure to click on the link down below and we shall see you on the inside. Is retesting these closures at the top of this bull pennant now. So it's nothing to fear, guys. I don't feel like we're going to roll over into a bear market or anything like this. So these are the daily candles, and you can see Onyxcoin is coming down now to sort of retest. Like, yes, it can penetrate it, but that's how you create wicks on the daily. So I do imagine later on in the day, obviously I'm videoing this or recording this video very early on in the morning, so I'd imagine by sort of late afternoon, getting into the evening later on today, Onyx XCN coin will obviously roll back up, and it'll probably get a close above this yellow line. Once we get the confirmation, then we're going on to the weekend, so you might see some more consolidation over the weekend because volume usually dies down, and then what you'll probably see is over the course of the something along these lines. And then obviously Monday, we will see a big explosion, I would imagine, going into early next week. So something along these lines, guys. Again, just for illustration purposes. And again, we'll be looking at getting up to this sort of week high up here. as this stipulates. So once we penetrate the week high, we can then begin to look at the Fibonacci targets and, look at maybe rotating some of our partial profits. Perhaps we'll take a look, which is why, again, it's important to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to hit the like button as well if you enjoy this type of content. Now, let's go over to VRA because it's actually down 10%. You can see this is a highly volatile coin now. Again, what I like to do is just start out by sort of scrolling out so you guys can see better context as well. So we've got this sort of splitter trend line coming in through here, which marks out very clearly, and that's actually created, it's putting the bottom there for VRA. Like I say, we're getting a clear trend reversal now, like I was showing you with that Trump meme coin. So again, this is just a retest, guys. Look at this. So this has been going on. You could argue we've had a couple of fake outs here. Fake out 1, fake out 2. Yeah, retest there, sort of thing. So this high was setting back of beginning of December. So it's like December, January, February, March, majority of April. So like this is 5 months now. VRA has been in a downtrend, and we've broken out in the last day or two. So for me, I feel like VRA is literally just going to tap this sort of trend line here, get a retest of the breaker structure. Yeah. So this is good. This is a clear sign, and it's also heading back, and it could potentially just tap the top of this green order block. And you can see here clearly labeled the discount region. So if you are getting VRA around these sort of prices, you are getting VRA at a massive discount. Okay. And then what we'll be looking at doing then is just clearly running this bad boy up to sort of all-time highs, or certainly to these peaks up here. Yeah. So we got that peak 1. Peak 2 there, all-time highs. So some phenomenal gains to be had there. So that's around 6,200%. Okay, so that's about a 63x on your investment there or thereabouts, guys. So some massive money to be made, guys. We're literally getting the breakout now of major structures. So don't people who gone X today, I'll bet you any money be like, oh, the bear, I told you the bear market is back. Yeah. This is just a dead cat bounce. It's not, guys. This is just simply a retest now and break of structure before we actually see fireworks and start running back up and reclaiming these sort of Porsche US election highs before we do start challenging these all-time highs. So it's exciting times, guys. It's going to be absolutely madness, guys. So I'd imagine by sort of next week, start picking up pace a little bit. Then really the sort of thrusters start to go into overdrive and ignite around the 7th of May. That's my opinion, which is the next Fed meeting. Yeah. what I like to use is an analogy. So the analogy is, have you guys ever been on a water park before? I'm sure you have. Yeah. I'm sure you have. So what happens is, you go down these slides, or even up these slides if you go into these bad boy slides where it's almost like a bit of an ascent up to the top, and you get these thrusters. So as you're getting these thrusters, as you're in the rubber dinghy rapids, bro, you get these thrusters. So every sort of checkpoint, these thrusters like throw the dinghy into propulsion, and this is exactly what's going to happen with this price action when we get to the Fed meeting. So we get going a little bit, and what we need is that injection of momentum and pace into the rubber dinghies. So this is exactly what's going to happen, I would imagine, around the 7th of May. So yes, we get going initially, and then we get those thrusters, those jets that propel you into the stratosphere. So this is exactly what's going to happen with the likes of Verasity and the rest of the crypto coins now. So it's going to be absolutely massive. Take a look at Velo now. Velo is, let's just clear this TA up a little bit. I'm going to just take out that order block as well, because I feel like that's a little bit overwhelming. I don't like to be overwhelmed with lots of TAs. You guys know that. I'm sure I've got a little bit of autism. Stuff just annoys me. It's clutter. Just get off my screen. Like even the 200-day moving average, that's grinding my gears. But it's important to know, because what's happening here is Velo is obviously making its ascent as well to the upside. So again, nothing pullbacks are obviously part and parcel of markets. Again, it just looks scary when the whole market is red, especially when you're seeing figures like 9, 8, 9, 10% down in the market. It looks a little bit fearful, in my opinion. But ultimately, we're still making higher lows. Yeah, that's all that's happening here. Still higher so we're still holding structure for Velo. So Velo's going to continue up again, probably consolidation going into the weekend. Then Monday, we'll get going again, and then 7th of May, we got Rubber Dinghy Rapids, bro, and then we're firing away, all jets, firing on all cylinders. So it's looking good, guys. Let's take a look at Gala as well. Have we got any other cryptos that we can look at before I wrap up? I'll tell you what, we'll do Gala because we're approaching 10 minutes anyway into the video. So what we'll do is we'll do Gala now. Again, these are massive opportunities, guys, because if I put on this indicator here, we are miles off 200-day moving average. There's plenty of cryptos in the landscape that are up and above the 200-day moving average. We're still at these lows here, so we've just been in this discount box order block down here. So if you guys was accumulating Gala, say sort of sub 1 cent 4, 1 cent 5, it's only 1 cent 6 4 now. So you're still getting a massive discount on Gala right now, and it's going to be massive. Obviously, they're linked with the White House recently as well. They did the Easter challenge, whatever it was with them. So they're obviously got strong ties, with central governing bodies, etc. So this is going to be a huge, huge opportunity. Now let's just see if we can just mimic this here. Just to see, this is obviously a little bit of bias in my opinion. So just bringing the apex down there into that sort of weak low down here. But for me, that would probably fit. There's an argument you could have there. Again, let's take off the 200-day moving average just to clear it up and make this a little bit more accurate. So that's what I'd be looking at there, where we've got the break and we sort of, price action kind of trickled down here. There's no jets in these rubber dinghy rapids. The jets have failed. We've fallen into the sort of wedge pattern. We've had a bit of a jet here. We've had an up thrust to the upside. Again, jet's just not quite powerful enough. And we've had a nice sort of descending price action. Well, I say nice, but ultimately it's creating a beautiful structure and a beautiful chart nonetheless. So right about now is a great time to be buying, in my opinion, for Gala. Like I say, this is around the discount section now, and we do have some phenomenal gains to be had. First sort of target there is a 4x, which is 300%. You've got this other sort of peak here around sort of 5.3x. And then ultimately, once you break this sort of area of resistance, and what I'll do is I'm just going to lend this here. So this is like your resistance here, the yellow line around sort of 6-7 cent. Once Gala cracks 7 cent, then we will be on our way. And then Gala is literally probably just going to do an absolute moonshot within the space of a couple of weeks and, look at targeting all-time highs despite the tokenomics. Okay, guys, I hope that was helpful. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you enjoy the content, make sure to like, share, consider subscribing. Do what you got to do as always. I've been the Block Bull. Until next time, the Block Bull is over and out.